Okay guys, it's happening, it's finally fucking happening. So as of today, we're only 45 days out for Winterfest, and this is the VR at the moment. Cool, awesome. So we're gonna be doing some boring stuff for now. Probably won't film much of it, but I've got the block out, obviously ready. Head's been tested, vac tested, pressure tested, decked and washed, thanks to the boys at Harmon's. So I'm just cleaning up the deck now, and then I'm just going to clean up the block, give it a paint, and then I've got head studs and such to go in that I got from Sleekers. So it's coming along slowly. Didn't want to spend the money just yet, but I kind of have to because I'm running out of time. So ARP head studs, MLS gasket, and then just basic shit really. We've got a max speeding rods GT3076 with an E-base spec manifold. So let's start putting it together. You want to film me? Alright, it's late. We've made no progress because a guy here got raided and we were watching the cops all day. But one step forward, two steps back. I've painted the block. And I haven't even mentioned what I'm actually doing. So for anyone new to this, VR, alright, we're RB swapping it, RB30, because we're doing it on the cheap-ish. So what I mean by two steps back now is, come with me Adrian. Got my personal cameraman here. So I've painted the block and I decided just for peace of mind, I was going to take one rod bearing out and have a look. And one of them fell, and we tried to get it out and ended up scratching it. Anyway, so I'm going to do bearings. And I'm kind of glad this happened because that's number one. Here's the scratch. Yeah, that's the scratch. Whatever, I'm not happy with that. But then 2, 3 kind of got worse. They're not terrible, but there's definitely some wear in them. So I figured while we're here, we'll change them. And Jacob has mentioned that it looks like there's a bit of blow by, so the rings probably aren't the greatest either, or the previous owner just didn't thrash it like I would. So we're going to do rings, bearings, but that pushes my deadline back a fair bit. So as of now, we've got 44 days. 44 days to do rods, bearings, fit the motor, gearbox, tail shaft, exhaust, wiring conversion, coilovers, change the diff over, put a hydro in, you name it. Pretty much everything to get this back as a drift car, because this is a new shell to what I was drifting before, because that one's no good. So while I wait to get parts for that, because I did actually get parts today, hoping to assemble it. I like having a cameraman, this is good. This is fucking good. So I went to Sleekers today, got a Permasteel MLS gasket, you know, normal rocker cover, intake, exhaust, ARP head studs, timing, water pump. So I got all that hoping to put the head on tonight. But after checking the bearing, no bueno. So I gotta wait until I get rings and bearings. So for now, I'm gonna swap the K-frame over, put the coilovers in, change the diff, and yeah, get all that underway so I can get the parts tomorrow and waste more money. Thanks. So to do this, I've got the coilovers from before, max speeding rods. We're using the max speeding rods turbo, VLK frame, bolts straight in. So then RB will sit in fine, well, as it should. Got a flywheel, got a clutch, but I'm gonna get a new clutch. Stock wiring harness in there, which I'll have to merge. So yeah, it's a bit of shambles at the moment. Gonna get VT brakes, but yeah, this is how it is at the moment. So probably just gonna time lapse it for now. just with my luck, I've put everything in. So, K-frame, arms, coilovers, whatever. And from the get-go, I thought these looked a bit fishy, but I didn't realise this K-frame was wrong. There it is, it's wrong, until I tried to put the steering rack in. So, it doesn't fit. I've heard from the big boss, Ben Snell, that these center points, these being in the center of the brackets, this is actually a VB to VK K-frame and not a VLK frame. So, I'm going to have to take everything back out, go see Ben Snell, he's going to hook me up with a K-frame, thank you, and then start again. So, oh, fuck! Back out. How good, Nicola's here.
The straightest cut man in history.
Thank you, Ben Snell. An actual VL cross member, K-frame. It didn't come with the little pins in the bushes, so we're trying to get them out of the other cross members we've got. But one of them's covered in rubber still, so we're just setting that one up, lighting that one up. This guy's decided to paint his AU.
Exactly the same, except for this. Can't be bothered. Yeah.
So yeah, this is on the way. We're getting there. It's up to me to wash it. Anyway, I haven't filmed much because it's been an absolute fucking prick to get this done. But thanks to everyone's help. Because Amp's just decided to make a mess and sand his fucking car in here. But anyway, the actual VLK frame is in. These were a prick to press in, but we got it done. Now all that's left is to put the coilovers back in, steering racks in, and we could get it rolling again and give her a wash.
Buy merch so we can build cars.
That's it. You heard the man. Buy some merch or I'll rape.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
So, we've got to stop piss farting around and actually get into it now. So I haven't felt the greatest over the weekend. So I'm about to finish tearing down this motor. Now apparently RBs are absolutely notorious for this. Getting this fucking timing gear off is a prick. So what I've got is a tap set, harmonic balancer pulley. These ones are used for JZs because JZs already have holes and threads in here to be able to put a puller on it. RBs don't. So you can try as much as you want to try and get it out from the back, cut it off. I've seen people cut it off. I don't want to have to do that. I'm not going to be able to reuse this one now because what I'm doing is tapping it and using the puller to get it off. I document my troubles. For the life of me, cannot get this fucking thing off. People are probably going to say I'm a retard and there's other ways to do it, but it just won't budge, man. Like to the point where I'm bending these. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but this is really fucking holding me up. I could have had this motor put together by now, so I don't know what to do. Finally, it is off. Now, if yours is as tight and as stuck as mine, get it off in 2 pieces, not 1. So, as you can see, there's a drill here. There's an angle grinder here. I did have a chisel and a hammer. Thank you to Luke. So, this, as you can see, it's been sitting so long, never been changed. It's just rusted to shit. So, I'm going to have to give that a nice clean up to get a new one on. But yeah, ended up having to break it off. So after 4 hours, we can finally start freshening this motor up. What I'm gonna do is give the bores a little bit of a hone because I'm putting fresh rings in it. Then for the head service of the block, I I've scraped off everything I can get with a razor, and then I've just got this little emery disc. Wants to focus. So that's not going to take off any metal. That's just going to clean up the block surface as best as I can, so that it's nice, flat, and smooth for the head gasket. So just going to hone the cylinders. Probably give the block a nice clean and a wash to get any shit out, and then I can start assembling it, which is going to be fun.
Tears me down till I'm begging for rest. Heart so loud as it beats in my chest. Can't get down, no, he can't have the best of me. No, the devil's got no hold on me. Try getting farther, keep my feet from the stray, but the road gets harder and I get led away. You see, can't you see, he won't let me be.
Right, so got the plastic gauge here. Now we're looking at about 0.05 of a mil on a majority. This one's slightly smaller. So, about there. Apparently, factory specs is between 0.028 and 0.046. So, we're on the looser side. I don't really care. I'm still going to slap it together and send it. All that means is I might just run a bit of a thicker oil. So I'm probably going to run like a 1550 or 2050 or something anyway. I do prefer a thicker oil. So is it?
In it.
Alright, didn't record much, camera's about to die, but head studs are in, gaskets on, cool.
4% Raff.
Everything's in there. Now, have a look at this. Blood, sweat and tears. You want to get up to have a look? Or can you see
can literally see it, brother, don't you worry. Don't need to get up for nothing.
Blood, sweat and tears in there. We're leaving the blood on the fucking... Yeah.
Go on, get in there, there we go. Blood, sweat and tears.
Yeah. Alright, so... Now my hands...
4% Raff.
Whatever. Anyway, you know what's going to happen. We're going to put the head on.
Everyone's seen head before.
Yeah.
And if you haven't...
Everyone's got head too.
What?
Still hasn't.
Oh, you can't say that. You mean bastard.
Oh, bye.
3%. See you later.
Video's probably shambles right now because it's just been so hectic trying to get shit done. But head is on. It's all torqued down. I've slipped the cam in, which I'm probably going to take out because I do want to change the cam seal. Still got to do the lifters and arms, but at the moment all I'm doing is cleaning up the oil pump, taking the gears out, check them, they look alright, smash that with Vaso, put it all back together, put a crank seal in, and then yeah, we can start finishing it up. I don't know how much of it I'm gonna really film or how much you really care to see, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna get it done. And alright, it is bloody freezing. It's about 9:30. I didn't film a lot of what was going on after I did the oil pump. You know what's going on. It's not really an instructional video. I'm just kind of documenting what I'm doing. So oil pump's on, water pump's on, rear main's on. Still haven't finished in the head yet. That is going to be tomorrow's job, but I reckon I'm going to stop boring you with this engine stuff. If I do come up with any hiccups along the way, I will let you know, but I reckon I want to start filming the exciting stuff, so I'll probably leave it at that for now, and then when we start putting the turbo on and putting the engine in the car, I'll start filming again. But yeah, I reckon that's a wrap for tonight. What is going on now is heavy duty clutch, thanks to Sleekers. That's on, heads on, ARP head studs. We've got the Wuhan war whistle from Max Beating Rods. So we are going to do a bit of a review on this once the car's running. Obviously at the moment it's a bit hard because it's not in yet. So that is coming. The main review, I guess, will be Winterfest. So as long as I get there, so we can see how good it performs. So what we're doing now is got the clutch on, got the gearbox. So this is just a standard R31 RB30 gearbox. So it's probably a good thing I got a little turbo. Don't want to make too much power and blow this. Organic clutch. Again, don't want something too strong to blow the box. I rather a clutch let go.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, exhaust manifold gasket isn't on. I've just dummied this up for now because I'm probably still gonna have to cut this off to put a 45mm gate on. But I just want to get everything in the car so we can see where everything fits, and then I can start doing the wiring. I got DJ coming with another fuel rail and low mount, lower half of the manifold. So that's got 660 injectors in it. Then I still need to sort out this tune and get it tuned. It is what, the 28th of May. So it's literally 1 month until we go to the bend. So I need this done at least a week before to have enough time to get it tuned, if I go that way. So yeah, we're gonna get it done, and then yeah, once we start putting it in the car, we'll show you.
Hear that voice getting louder, it keeps my back to the wall. Fear starts taking me over, and I can't help but fall to my knees.
Almost in, but we're having a quick break because it is 5:57 and Winterfest tickets go on sale in 3 minutes, and we don't want to miss out. We want to be doing all this work and then miss out, so having a quick break. It's obviously in. I need to make up a gearbox bracket of some description because I've got one in there, but there's no rubber mounts or anything, so it still needs to be lifted up quite a bit. So still a lot to do. Gonna have to work out clearances for the exhaust, screamer, everything. So that's still gonna have to come off. Sort out injectors, intake, radiator, everything. Heaps of shit to do. But I think
You don't look. You look so tired and just over it.
I am fucking over it, Anthony.
It's gonna be worth it when you're smacking doors, brother. It's gonna be worth it.
Hopefully.
But this proves that budgets really aren't a thing when it comes to racing cars, is it? Is it, Raff?
No.
Yeah. Budget though, over there. Budget.
Yeah, I reckon that worked out a lot cheaper.
$1,000, man.
Oh, what do you got here?
Oh, it's a J3 chip.
That's some budget shit.
Now we just need someone from, was it DL who? DL.
DLS.
Oh yeah, Dylan, I think his name is. Yeah, we'll get Dylan to tune it. Guy's a wanker.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Nah, I love that guy. He's great.
Anyway, that's it. I'm hungry. We're back at it. We've taken the pedal box out because this obviously was a cable clutch, and we've had to put a Getrag VS pedal box in. However, the one I bought, well, I did buy it, it's wrong. Turns out the one I spent way too much money on is actually for a VT. So we're going to have to do some modifications because I don't think I'm going to find one in time, and not for the price I want to pay. So the idea we've come up with, so the difference with VT is, you can see these are straight up and down. On VRVS, they are left and right. Slight offset though. Holes are different size as well, ever so slightly, and the pedals are much bigger, it seems, on VT. Well, they come out wider, longer. So what I've decided that I'm going to try, it probably won't work, but we're going to give it a go anyway. I've drilled out a hole that will fit the master through, and then this dot here and dot here is the VT studs, and then here and here is VR. So essentially I'm just going to try and make a bracket that will go over it and bolt into the factory section, and then this will give me a template to drill through the firewall so I can put the VT clutch pedal box in. I just want to do that to get it mounted and make sure it all works. Once we do that, this is an auto pedal box. It still has this section here for a clutch. So once we get the VT one in, we're going to have to slice this off and then make the brake pedal fit, and then we should be all good from there. And then if I want some extra rigidity on the clutch, I am going to, once it's all bolted in, probably try and tack it in the car, bring it out and weld it. Yeah, whatever way it is. Yeah, so join them back together as they're supposed to be, because VS in that, it's one section, as you can see with this. This is just from an auto. So the difference with this one is it doesn't have this other bracket here for the pin to go through to hold the clutch pedal. But again, designed for a cable clutch. Fuck that. So yeah, a bit of modifications to do. I still don't know if it's going to work, but it's probably my only option at this point, considering we've got like 3.5 weeks till Winterfest. And I don't want a pedal box to be the thing that stops me from going, because that's going to suck ass, especially when it was my fault, because I didn't actually ask if it came from a VS or not. If I knew I was able to make a VT pedal fit, I would have spent a lot less just buying a VT pedal, but this is what we've done. I don't know how well you can see this. Big thanks to Jacob and Kana next door. Small bracket, drilled into the standard points, bolted in, and then re-drilled for the VT bracket.
Yep.
Big thanks. They helped.
All good.
I have just knocked it over, so the pedal's moved a bit, but the pedal actually does sit in a decent spot. It's hard to show you now. So I'm gonna have to take that back out, put the pedal on, probably chop off the top, and then chop off this side of the auto box, and then I'll probably try and weld the two together, but for now I'm just going to bolt it all up and make sure it all works. So yeah, Jay.
Yeah, literally. Well, what you do is, hang on,
So about there.
undo this.
Fuck off. Just like that, we have a manual brake fucking pedal. That's all back together. Clutch wise, pedal wise, everything's in. As you saw in the other clip, I cut down the auto brake pedal and slipped over the manual boot, whatever. So that all sits in there nice. So feel like we're going to be driving up the prices for VT pedal boxes, because you can make them fit. We're still yet to actually test to see if everything works, but it's in there.
Pain in the arse, though.
Pain in the arse, yeah. Well, it took about 5 hours to do. But if you actually want to know how to do it, I can tell you how we did it, even though I showed you. But yeah, it's doable. Doable with an angle grinder and a drill. So now what we're doing, we've got the Max Beady Boy Turbo sitting on there again. I've cut down a couple of these studs just so it clears the manifold, because it does hit the runners. Went to Sleekers again today, making up some lines. So we're running, these are M18 by 1.5 to -6 for the water. And then just a push lock, because it's a bit cheaper. So one side of the block is going to be coolant, obviously oil there, then there's an oil drain, and then the other side of coolant is going to be coming out of here. So I'm most definitely going to heat sleeve this, heat sleeve the return, because that's pretty much on the runners. But yeah, we're getting there, slowly but surely. That clutch was a fucking setback and a half, but tomorrow exciting shit should be happening, so I'll try and film some of it. It's fucking head fuck. It's head fuck filming and doing work. Alright, we're on the GoPro. The camera's dead, but Jacob and I, we have got the starter motor wired in, and then just got a trigger wire going to it, just to crank it. Spark plugs are out, and we've got oil pressure.
Good oil pressure.
So just want to do that first, just to make sure. So it seems like I've assembled the motor okay. We've got oil pressure, so that's a good start. Now what we're going to do is probably finishing up the starter harness to actually tie it in with the key, and then I can do the rest of the wiring and probably the fuel shit. And then the last will be to put an external gate flange. We're going to chop that off. So chop that off, put a different flange on so you can put a good gate on. And then once that's done, you can bolt that all up for good. Alright, we've made some progress. Still looks dodgy, but we're getting there. So main fuse block off the VR, going to the battery. We've got a ground going to the engine at the moment, still going to put it to the chassis. We figured out that this here is to the key for cranking, and then I've teed it in to the trigger wire to this starter motor. Now we've got the charging. We're just going to run through a fuse, then to the battery, and then we're still going to run everything once we get a pin out to run to the dash. We're just going to match up those wires to this fuse box, and then, or wherever else it goes. So what we've managed is to finally get it cranking with the key. So it works. Pretty simple. Still needs to be cleaned up. So we've got oil pressure. I did actually compression test it as well. It's okay. It's still pretty even. So 140, 135, 137, 144, 135, 140. Not a massive difference between them all. So I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, I reckon that's it for tonight. And then once I'm back, oh, and the clutch pedal fucking works.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we didn't show that.
Yes, the clutch works. So it is a little bit flimsy. And to get the key to crank, we just had to join the neutral start switch.
Oh yeah, that dude.
So, see if I can get my light on. Alright, so it moves a little bit, but it's actually working. So I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. It does fully engage we did check that, so can't complain with that. But that's it for tonight. Alright, here we are. This looks shocking at the moment, but that's ignition to power the ECU. So switch power, constant power. Constant is going here. This is a Series 1 coil pack. I have a Series 3 loom, so we've just done that to test it. So I'm going to hardwire that. And after an hour or so of tinkering, if not more, because we didn't really check this plug, but we ended up doing it, luckily, with a few wiring diagrams. It cranks, it's got spark, ECU's powered, so really I'm just waiting on the manifold to get the external gate flange welded on, but I might just chuck the log manifold on for now and see if we can actually get it started.
Hell yeah. Need some starter bastard.
Alright, so we just got the stock intake pipe, effluent meter. Still dodgily wide, but just going to see if it actually pops off, just so we know that it is sparking and it is going to start before I permanently wire this in. So let's pause this.
Shot flame. Out the bottom.
Should I? Something's coming off. It's not letting me crank anymore.
Alright, so we found what we needed.
Yeah, we squirted fuel up over the rock.
Yeah, over everything. So yeah, we got fuel pump.
This guy's getting comfortable on camera now.
Yeah, why not? So he's busy, so...
Yeah, we're just getting the stock fuel pressure rig in it for now. Obviously lines are just but we just want to...
It is what it is.
See if it fucking runs. We're going to call it. So, go and start a channel, we'll plug it.
So, what? It'll be FIH Customs.
FIH Customs?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, no, that's the business. Alright, but the channel will be FIH Customs. Yeah. So, you know, the dodgiest of the dodgiest shit, alright?
Fuck, don't tell them that.
So, it'll be great to watch. Yeah, watch us absolutely fail.
No.
So, no, hopefully it'll be entertaining once we start.
There
Alright.
shouldn't be any vacuum.
Should we see if it pisses out fuel before we do anything
else?
Yeah,
go for it.
Alright? Let's see how much fuel it pisses out everywhere. Alright? Because, you know, that's just us. None. Oh, there we go.
Can hear it. Alright, we're good.
Running low on fuel.
Alright, should we crank it?
Come on. Go. Stop. Want to give her another crank?
No fuel.
No. They're not getting fuel. Wonder why.
Look who's here.
Called in the big guns.
Hello, mate.
Seems that SA Auto install's always getting us out of a pickle.
Hopefully, anyway.
Fingers crossed.
Still no fuel.
We'll give it a go.
Well, if anyone watching wants to donate, they need some tools.
They just need to learn to put tools back.
No,
We also need tools.
we need tools.
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
What about a king crunch? Just
By learning how to.
SP Tools, hit us up. Bro, what have we been doing?
In all honesty,
Too much.
fuck this.
Nissan.
I own one, but fuck it.
So this stock injectors were fucking shot. They were going like this. They were like an 80-year-old
weren't
guy
even
trying
shooting.
to. They were like an 80-year-old guy trying to fucking shoot a load. Dust.
Sounds like you.
I hope the camera was still recording.
No, get rid of that.
Anyway, we put the 650s in. We're gonna run this bitch rich. Hopefully it at least starts. Then I can. Oh my god, my ass is getting touched. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anymore. Thanks, Corey. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, DJ.
They don't need to listen to it.
Turn the fucking camera off.
My photography!
Hello.
What are you doing, Raff?
You got boogies, bro.
Fuel pump. No leaking? I think we're okay.
No leaking.
Alright, ready?
You're good.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Hold on.
Gotta do it. If this works, I'm gonna talk. That's hopeful.
There you go, right?
My talk's number 2.
Sounds like it's running on like 3 cylinders.
Better than none.
At least it's running under its own fucking steam.
That's Timu.
You heard it run, cunt. Let's go home.
It did run.
Oh, I fucking fuck.
Wrong way, mate.
Was that advanced?
Yeah.
Need to make it a retard.
Need to make it a Raff.
Need to make it a
And that's a wrap.
It's a bit smoky in here. RB power!
It's just too rich.
I think it might be.
So what's that need to tune now?
Ideally, if you can. Thanks.
Hang on, what's fuel pressure? You gotta.
No, but it's just standard. I didn't put the aftermarket one in.
All these fucking weights.
Okay. How you going?
Oh man, don't VR us. We look like shit right now. Go away. I've been working all day.
Let's just hang
It's
on.
currently nearly 1 a.m. on Friday morning.
We're in a bit of a predicament. I know this video is about an RB swap VR that I haven't really filmed much of.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, it's pretty much done. I'll put some clips of the dyno in. It's still running. It's good. So we've got Winterfest. We're leaving for Winterfest tomorrow, and we've been
Today, baby.
Today.
Yeah, today. We've been fucking around with this AU. Thank you, TI Performance, for the great tune you've put on this AU in that J3 chip. But we've just been too crazy to actually film anything
Yeah.
with our deadlines.
This last week has been a blur.
So
And I've been sick.
it's got BA injectors,
FG.
FG fuel pressure reg,
Milwaukee
the
460.
FG turbo, an exhaust now,
3-inch dump, 2.5-inch system,
and a J3 chip.
and a Walbro 460.
Oh, and a 2-bar map sensor. Now, for some reason, it's breaking up about $4,500, and we have been losing our minds at this to figure out why. So we've done a lot. We've cleaned the crank sensor. We've gapped the plugs, put new plugs in.
We've got the plugs like 7 times.
Oh yeah, it's got a Walbro 460. We've now we've hardwired the pump. It's run a little bit better.
It's drivable at least now.
It's somewhat drivable, but we got to get this board to the track because it's not fair that I got my car done and he's not going to get his car done. So Jacob now is helping change the coil pack. So we're hoping that's going to save it.
And if it's not, we're just going to send it.
But
It's going to be wet Saturday. I don't need the full rev range.
But anyway, this video's been shocking because I haven't filmed much of it. But I will give you a run through of everything I've done to the car and show you the car tomorrow or today before we leave.
And a full sale post at the end of it.
And a full sale post at the end of it. But yeah, we're gonna do another video obviously at Winterfest if everything goes to plan. But yeah, I will.
Positive thoughts, boys.
Positive thoughts. If the coil pack doesn't help the AU, we're gonna jump on
My beautiful girlfriend's laptop. With
jump
that
on the
beautiful car.
laptop ourselves
Look at that beautiful focus.
and try and tune this thing.
Yeah.
XR5
We'll try-
on Instagram.
Might get a bit of video for that maybe.
Yeah.
How bad we fuck it up.
But
Raff's tuned the car before.
honestly, I kind of wish I just had my GoPro strapped to my head for fucking this whole last month. Because a lot of interesting shit
I'll
happened.
tell you what, Raff is a real dickhole for like the last six weeks, and in the last 3 days since his car's been tuned, it's like he's on cloud 9. The guy is just a wonderful human to be around. Actually, you've been a real cunt lately. Go fuck yourself.
So anyway, yeah.
Please, this is not available on the website, but we've got other cool designs on our website. Have a look. Have a consideration on buying some merch because we can't afford this no more, man.
Anyway. Yeah, I can't bother getting the camera out yet, but we've done one session. I did half a session, if that. No, it was like 5 or 6. Water pump, alternator belt. Luckily it didn't spit all the way off, but I'm going to try and use it for now. And I've got Nicola coming up with 2 more as spares. So we're going to change that now. But in case you haven't seen, this is the RB done. Finished. Max Speedy Boy Turbo 3076 or 3037 as they say. Made 210 kilowatts on 98 in this tune. But yeah, when we can be bothered and it's not as wet, we'll get the actual cameras out and put some GoPros in the car.